Hello, this is Paul, and this is a video for Superplay issue 7 from May 1993. Just wanted to try and get a bit of feedback by trying to do one of the Superplay videos rather than just having a stationary camera, just have it moving around so you get a bit more of a closer look at some of the pages. So I don't know if that'll be something that you watchers would prefer, or if it'd just be a case of prefer it how they were, for the other 6 issues. Anyway, so this is going to be issue 7. Like I say, I'll show as much as I can. Like I say, it is £2.25 now. First up, we have got a advert here for some great Konami games: Prince of Persia, Parodius, one game that I do need, and Axley. So absolutely fantastic titles there. Just go through this. We've got mail order advert for Zap again, that dealt in a lot of import stuff. And then we've got the editorial page as usual. Big news, cheaper prices on the way. I think a few deals were out there with some things, but we'll get to that in a bit. So again, you've got the contents pages, go through all your regular features, and then the reviews for import reviews and UK ones. So off we go with some news. So Nintendo restructure, all change as the war with Sega hots up. So obviously quite a few changes there. I'm not going to read the entire article. I mean, that was just obviously a massive thing back in the 90s, all Sega versus Nintendo, let's say war, but I think that's a bit of a strong word. Then we've got a little bit of news here. PC Engine gets Street Fighter 2. And then there's a Chun-Li lookalike competition. Okay, something a bit different. And then you've got your Superplay profiles down at the bottom. Again, the team more or less the same. So throw your adapter away again. All the time people were looking for the best adapter, which is going to get through this game, that game. Things like when the Super FX chip came out, I remember some adapters wouldn't play Star Fox, so all the time you were looking for sort of like that holy grail of adapters. I think the best one was Universal Adapter, I seem to remember. Anyway, moving on, we have got a bit of news there on the FM Towns Marty. We have some news from Japan, and also a bit of a preview on Final Fight 2 there, which it's an alright game, but it's nothing amazing. But it does have that 2-player option. And then you've got some Pop and Twinbee news there. Just to move on again. 5 new shoot 'em ups. We've got Darius 3, 100% Cotton, Sonic Wings, Biometal, and that's only 4. Oh, hang on, sorry. Little one down here, Our Type of Shoot 'em Up, Super R Type 3. Right, God, I thought I was going mad then. Then we've got some feature on a new wrestling game. Toys R Us opening up in Japan. The Superplay Hot List, King Arthur's World, Kiki Kai Kai, or Pocky and Rocky, Assault Suits Falcon, or Cybernator, Desert Strike, and Tetris 2 and Bomb Bliss. Right, so next up we've got Live from Hell City. Again, all your the correspondent news over in Japan. Some coin up news there. What's this one? Dynasty Wars 2 Scroll and Beat up there by Capcom. That actually looks quite good. Anyway, then we've got some. Oh, what is it? We've got Art of Fighting, Dragon Knight, and a few other games, Japanese releases. competition. The regular feature, Anime World. You're at Sakijo. Oh god, I can't even pronounce it anymore. Legend of the Overfiend, anyway. It should be, yeah. It's been years since I've seen that. What else have we got here? Ah, god. This pitch down here, well, they've called it there, Tombstone for Fireflies. I can only guess that that's Grave of the Fireflies. And my god, that was such a sad, sad film. Yeah, that was really, really upsetting. Anyway, moving on, we have got some Street Fighter, is it movie news? Oh no, it's just a new Jackie Chan film. I think it's just using a bit of a type of imagery from Street Fighter to help promote it. Anyway, we've got the new tech. More details emerge for the CD-ROM. So full page on that, which I'm sure back then everyone was eager to read. Then we've got some more game previews here. And then next to that, we've got the charts. Chart Rob, the top 10s with attitude. So, number 1, Mario Kart, Prince of Persia, Pilot Wings. Well, I'm not going to read them all out because obviously you can see that. And then you've got the UK import chart. Import seemed massive back then. The Japanese chart next to that. And then also the American chart. Moving on, a bit more. Don't know why, but I'm like filming this way, it's hard to turn the pages. Anyway, so again, more preview news, and then date book, you know, just saying like the upcoming games, when it's expected, you know, the type of game it is, and who the publisher is, and everything like that. Then we've got an advert here for Buster Bust Loose. Super Play interview with Jez San from Argonaut. Just seen him in one of my Games X magazines a couple of years earlier. So anyway, obviously talking about Star Fox mainly. And again, another page of review. Quite a few questions asked there. Moving on. First review, the cover game, Addams Family Pugsley Scavenger Hunt. Now this is in the Super Play Top 100. It's a game that still doesn't really cost that much, luckily. I think you can still probably get it for about 15 quid. I'm not mad on it, but it does look nice, you know. Done by Ocean. I think any game for Super Nintendo which is rated so highly, bit of a spoiler, 90%, and it's still a good price, you know, it could be worth picking up, really. Because, like I say, they're getting harder and harder to get. It's one of the big reviews, so there's 2 different points of view. One here from Matt, 90%, and Jonathan, 90%. Then we've got import review, Star Fox or Starwing over here. £60-70. Obviously the Super FX chip was a reason why they'd charge a bit more for it. I remember friends getting this, and yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. You know, going different routes and everything like that. Also, just down here, a little bit of news about, so it's a bit blurry in that. It's a little bit of news about the converter, you know, saying that you could really do with a fantastic converter, really, to run it because of a Super FX chip. So, we've got more screenshots, absolutely loads of them. Really nice big pictures in this review, definitely. Then we've got Jonathan says what he thinks of it. Matt says. Then some pages going through all the different levels. And they've given that 93%. Another great game, Batman Returns. Done by Konami, fantastic scrolling beat 'em up based on the Batman film. Hopefully by now a lot of you will have played it. It does cost quite a bit, not a stupid amount anymore, you know, because you could get it like imported cart only and not pay too bad a price for it. And obviously, if you did get it, say, on Japanese, you know, it's going to be easy enough to understand, because it's just a, you know, scrolling beat 'em up, just walk around and hit people. But yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. Really, really does. Couple of different levels here. I know it's a bit dark. We were in the Batmobile and whacking clowns off the bikes. Anyway, if you've given that 87%, like I say, the best rating there is for graphics, and I'm not surprised because it looks amazing. Feature here, Realms of Fantasy. Role playing the Japanese way. So obviously, RPGs extremely popular in Japan. I absolutely loved them growing up. I would spend more time on them now. I just find it, that initial trying to get into it. Once I'm into an RPG, I can really, really spend hours and hours onto it. Like when I completed Secret of Mana the other year. At first, you know, it takes a good few hours to start getting into it. But once you're into any RPGs, you know, you can easily lose a lot of time to them. Oh, is this? Yes, it is. Down here we have got Dracula Kid, which I'm just gonna quickly grab that. Very unprofessional. Should have had that already, but there we go. I've got that on Super Famicom, and I've also got that on my GXD if I want to play it, you know, on English. Anyway, moving on. Ogre Battle, Holy Sword Legend 2, which I'm pretty sure is Secret of Mana. I can never remember the actual translations. And then here we have got a console concepts advert. This one thing I always mention, Supergun. They want 300 quid for it because basically you could play arcade PCBs. So anyway, moving on. Aerobiz. Again, that just doesn't look like my sort of thing. 69%. Psycho Dream. Never heard of it. Don't think I'm missing much because it only got 33%. Hunt for Red October. Again, I remember this getting really bad reviews based on the film. It looks absolutely awful. I've just seen the rating they've given it, and you will too. 25%, just terrible. Another game, Evil Sword. Again, never ever heard of this. Just it's very colourful. Give it that. Yeah, got 60% for graphics, 55% overall, so not too great. And then we've got the Player's Guide for Mickey's Magical Quest, which, if you've not played that, that's another fantastic Super Nintendo game. And it doesn't sell for too much money at the moment, and it's definitely worth a pick-up. And so yeah, 5-page guide. Just get quite difficult in places. Man, you say that with everything. And then we've got an advert here for Games Master with Cybernator on the cover. So just moving on a little. A game I've never played, but I've played the sequel, Terminator on the Super Nintendo. So again, it's an import version of it. I played the Mega Drive version and I just wasn't that keen at all. They've given that 59%, so not a fantastic review. And then we've just got a few others here. Super Bikuri Man, 18%, awful. Super Fire Pro Wrestling 2, they're quite good wrestling games, 72%. Chess Master, 55%. Warp Speed, 32%. So again, those small reviews, not really that great. Then we've got a feature here, Shooting Stars, joystick and joypads on test. So you've got all sorts of things here. I remember a friend having one of those. I never really bothered with the joysticks for the Super Nintendo, so I can't really comment on them. Again, this is the one that I see quite a lot for a third-party pad. My local retro shop has got one in like that, which comes with their SNES. So again, it's talking about, like, you know, the different things like slow motion on there and stuff like that. And then a bit of a thing here. What's this? The Capcom Power Stick, £70. Got 4 out of 5. So again, just different prices. More reviews now. We've got the Blues Brothers, based on the film. Little podgy sprites done by Titus, but very memorable. 68%. And then Cosmo Gang, the puzzle. This got 58%. I'm pretty sure I mentioned a shoot 'em up version of that recently. And then we've got Pro Quarterback, again definitely not my sort of thing, 62%. Magic Sword by Capcom. Now this is one that sells for a lot of money now, and it never got great reviews, 58%. And obviously you can get it on the PS3 Capcom double header, I think it is, with a double impact with Final Fight. Well, I'm pretty sure you can still get it. Pebble Beach Golf, 82%. I'm not really into golf games. Then we've got Bart's Nightmare Player's Guide, a game I'm really not keen on. I loved Simpsons back then when this came out, because obviously it was so popular, but I've just never really got into it at all. I think everyone just always wanted the arcade scrolling beat 'em up game. Uncharted Waters, 37%. NBA All-Star Challenge, 59%. Ushio and Tora, game I've definitely never heard of, 35%. California Games 2, that's meant to be quite rare now, 22%. Clue, 46%. Monopoly, God, it's a lot of crap this issue, 40%. Oh, it doesn't get any better, guys. Jeopardy, 15%. Cal Ripken Jr. Baseball, 70%. I think we've just hidden all the really bad stuff at the back. So this page, new to the UK, we've got Super Pang, which we gave 72%. These are just small reviews that I've featured in other issues, but we finally got the official UK release. A couple of okay games there, mainly the Mickey's Magical Quest and Super Star Wars. Then we've got Game Freak. Questions about Super Probotector. Not surprised. Questions there about the Hornby Super Deck. What else have we got? More questions there. Then we go over to Mode 7 and Ask Adi. Looking at that, it's a cheat for Castlevania. And then we've got action replay codes, cheats for God, Sonic Blast Man, Prince of Persia, an advert there for Total, with again Addams Family Pugsley Scavenger Hunt on the cover. Then we've got the playback, all the letters, what's hot and what's not. Lots of letters there about the epilepsy health issue that Nintendo got accused of. And then we have the jokes kind of leave the stage. More letters about Super Mario Kart. Envelope art, like I said before, this looks absolutely stunning, some of the artwork that was sent in. I'd love to be able to draw that well, but no chance. So, oh God, Bubsy artwork wins it. What Cart? I'm not going to go into that too much because it's quite similar every issue. As we reach towards the end of this one, top 5 sidekicks. Oh, they've put Tails from Sonic 2 in there. Top 5 worst games. I'll just go a quick laugh at this. Pit Fighter, Josh Foreman's KO Boxing, Vanna White's Wheel of Fortune, Road Riot and D-Force. So some games to avoid there. And then, alright, this is actually the first time you actually see Nico. He was in Superplay quite a lot, so quite memorable, and they put him into more and more horrible situations to get you to subscribe. Anyway, that was his main reason of being in here. And there we've got the back issues straight away. Issue 3 sold out. because it came with a big wall planner, and then you've got all the others there, and then you've got the supermarket for pen pals, games of sale and stuff like that, and then the next month page. So that's it. Again, please comment. Hope you enjoy it. Hope I've give you a bit more of an insight this way. If not, I can easily go back to doing the Superplay videos, you know, the other way with stationary camera, you know, and just looking down on just a couple of pages and highlight anything super major. Or I can do them this way, but just let me know whatever you think is best. Okay, hope you've enjoyed. Again, subscribe to the show. We've got a load of great stuff coming up. We've just done our Game Boy Advance episode, and we've got a load more great stuff coming up over the next few months. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.